Josh Giddey is making headlines, and he deserves it. But is the world ready for this new reality? Let's find out. But first, what's all the rage about? Everyone knew he was a good player, but now he's in another league, and the 20-year-old is turning heads, and here's why. In his most recent game against the Brooklyn Nets, he delivered a performance rivaling the All-Stars. They won 112-102 in a road game because of him.
Some free throws. J-Dub, even if he's not scoring, Michael, doing things like this.
Yeah, and
he managed to get 9 rebounds and 9 assists in total. He narrowly fell short of a triple-double. I mean, he scored 11 points in the last quarter. Like, come on, who does that? The next All-Star, that's who. But is it just a one-time thing? Nope. He's got the right record. This isn't just a fluke, though. He's scored 20 points in 8 games this season, 3 of whom were back-to-back.
It's been anything but swimming downstream tonight. It's Josh Giddey from the corner. Count the 3.
In fact, he scored 25 points in his game against Chicago. It's safe to say he's not slowing down. He's at a career high right now, but I have a feeling he's got much bigger heights to climb. Right now, the Suns and the Thunder are head-to-head with each other. Depending on how the teams will perform in the upcoming matches, either one will make it to the play-in tournament. Here's to hoping the Aussie lands the trophy. But as always, when someone is insanely good out of the blue, there are always those that raise questions. How did he get so good? Is it going to last? What does this mean for the NBA?
And it started on the defensive end.
Well, you're right, and the defensive end is speaking up right now, and it just spills over to the offensive end.
I'll get to all of them in a minute, but before that, let's talk about this important thing, which is how he got here. This season, he's shooting 34.9%. That figure rises yet higher when you consider his last 7 games, where he was 45.8%. In comparison, LeBron James, Jason Tatum, Jordan Poole, and Fred VanVleet all have 34.9%.
Long distance, dial it up. Ron is perfect from 3.
But he put in a lot of effort to get here. As a rookie last season, he shot only 26.3% from beyond the arc. He was only slightly better in his first 23 games this season, shooting 30.1%. But something changed in the middle. Starting with Oklahoma City's December 12th outing in Dallas, he's become unstoppable. Now he's shooting 45.5% on three-pointers and 53.3% overall. I told you he wasn't coming slow.
Ball goes up. He's everywhere on the floor.
Put it down with the left, scored with the right.
His only weak spot was shooting last season, but after sessions with Chip England, shooting seems like second nature to him. The 6'8" player has been using his body more too. A good portion of his success has been because he knows how to use it to his advantage now. He uses it to get to the rim and also attacks defenders when they get in his way.
Okashevsky. Extra pass, Giddey for 3, and that's something again.
It's clear that he's put in the work to get here. Even though he's only played 88 games in the NBA, his potential is undeniable. As he says himself, big-time players make big-time plays. Watch out, world. There's a tall force coming at you. But what do his teammates think of his success?
You got 10 points in the paint already. You've knocked down a couple of threes, possibly a third.
Well, they're his fans. Unsurprisingly, he has a lot of fans at the moment, but now he's adding fellow players and superstars to his list of fans too. Mark Daneau is the biggest one. He says that Giddey is now confident in his ability. He knows he's going to get those looks.
Get back into the day. I thought the guys did a good job of that. Everybody got a lift. We got a good practice in, got a good film session in.
So even if a shot seems like a miss, he shoots through it and makes it. But he has a long way to go. He knows that too. Mark says that as a 40% three-point shooter, he's still missing 60% of his shots. But there's no way around that. You have to be willing to be bad in order to get better. He has to get better at shot selection to overcome that. And by the way it looks, he already is doing a good job at that. Perhaps the biggest fangirl moment came from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The star player commented that he enjoyed playing with Josh. He opened up plays for his teammates and works incredibly hard.
I think it kind of goes back to what I just said. Josh was really good. That's the weeks, obviously.
He also has the right instincts. When he has possession of the ball, he makes the right call. Wow, can you imagine being 20 and getting praise from the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? I would literally pass out. But the number 3 player is only using it to motivate himself. In the last games, Thunder has been averaging 131 points. But how are his teammates responding to his success?
Okashevsky no looks into Giddey. Knocks the three down.
They're letting the new reality sink in. They're all here for it. Even if there's a lot of numbers and everyone is flinging one stat after the next, it's not that complicated. Sometimes experts just like making things confusing for no reason at all. For his teammates, he's a star already. The truth is that Giddey's shooting numbers are changing as he becomes more familiar with his team.
Very selective when he decides to take a three. A little jab step there to take a little space.
His assists have decreased this season, and he isn't shooting from deep either, but those are not the scary symptoms that some would have you believe. He's just starting to develop into a team player, adapting to their needs as they adjust to his. That's all there is to it. This season, the Thunder are unquestionably a better team, and that is all that matters. As Josh pointed out, he's doing a better job of shooting threes now. Their coach says that he spent last season figuring out where everyone needs to be, and now he finally has that down.
Now he's defending Giddey. Giddey checks the tape and drills a three.
According to him, Josh was smoothing out his game. Right now, he's got the perfect blend as a player. He's getting to the rim more, shooting more accurately, helping his teammates, and using his body. What more do you want? While he's no Steph Curry yet, he's well on course to becoming a great player. Keep your head high and keep shooting, bud. You've got game, and anyone with eyes can see that.
Shea got collapsed on the shot, was blocked. Giddey outside, answered.
But you can't please everyone, it seems. Some people just need to point out flaws. What's their problem, though? Well, they say he's got a long way to go. Locked on Thunder's Rylan Stiles summed it up pretty well. He said that people keep waiting for him to come back to reality. They're waiting for the other shoe to drop, but it's not going to. Dudes, this is the new reality. As the sample size gets bigger and bigger, we're forced to accept that that's just how good he is now. No ifs, ands, or buts. He's become someone the team can rely on, and that's no small feat considering this is only his sophomore season. The Athletic's John Hollinger still expects more out of the player. The Australian, in his opinion, is still not a serious risk. For one thing, he doesn't draw fouls, but the 20-year-old has mentioned that he's improving that, so what's the point of bringing it up once more? He then claims that no one is afraid of his shot and that he doesn't do much for the defense.
Gilgeous Alexander gives it up. Giddey, straight ahead three is good.
While this is all true, I want to point out that he's only 20. Maybe wait and watch. Last year, everyone was on him because he wasn't shooting well, and this year he shut all of those comments down with his shots. Maybe next year we'll be praising his foul drawing? At this rate, it seems entirely possible. But still, some people point out that his breakout is average compared to the rest of his class. Ouch. I won't say that one didn't hurt, but we have faith in the Shea, Giddey, Dort, Jalen Williams lineup. They all switch it up and have each other's backs. There's no reason for Oklahoma to not make a huge leap next season, despite what the haters would say. That's it. Now you know what the new reality is and what it means for Josh Giddey's future. Fingers crossed that all our predictions will come true.